What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Coach Faye, and I'm back with another word that God wants me to give y'all, okay? So, He gave this to me yesterday, okay? So, I was on YouTube. I was watching a video from Latoya Okia. If y'all don't know her, y'all go ahead and look up her channel. She's a great source to watch on this journey of answering your calling. um I was watching her video. It was titled Make More Time. And she was just talking about how we need to make more time to spend with God, and how we need to make time to be able to think, okay, and just clear our minds, meditate, what I'm saying, do stuff like that, okay? So boom. So God was telling me, I was like, okay, because I definitely was I keep talking about, okay, I'm gonna get up earlier. I'm gonna get up earlier, and like when it's a time where my son's not up, or his father is at work, time where it's just quiet, okay, where it's just quiet, because we're in a 1 bedroom apartment, okay, we're in a 1 bedroom apartment. So it's not much to go. It's not really nowhere to go to get quiet time. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make wake with what I have. So when it's quiet time, I gotta snatch that quiet time. So I knew I had to get up early. So when she said that, okay, that's confirmation, okay. And um so he was telling me, I was sitting up there thinking, I was like, okay, God, because it really don't even be like all that, because it just be like having to get out the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as soon as I'm up, it's like I don't want to be tired no more. I was like, dang, now that I think about it, it'd be the same thing with the gym. Like, it's like the gym used to beat me up. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Struggle with going to the gym. And then like gym is literally right in my apartments, okay? So I finally recently started going. I've been going for like 2 months on and off, okay? But I've been doing more constantly. But it was like when I go to the gym, it's like, okay, like I feel like the peace is like, I know it feels good. But then, like, for some reason, like whenever it be time to go to the gym, it's like my body will be telling me like, oh, I don't feel like going to the gym, or when you don't gotta go to the gym today. I'm like, for what? I'm like, when I go there, it's like a whole nother feeling. Like that feeling's not there no more. So when I was thinking all of that, God just let me know. He whispered in my spirit. He said, it's only an illusion. He said, it's only an illusion. Okay. And this word is for so many things. It wasn't just for that he gave me confirmation on, but it's so many other things that I got confirmation on from this word. And I know that y'all going to get to, because he wanted me to share it with y'all. So he told me it's only an illusion, okay? He said, what you think is holding you back isn't really holding you back. You get what I'm saying? Like I just used for the example how me going to the gym, like how my body would just be like, oh, I don't feel like going to the gym. When I get there, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when I'm working out, I know I like working out. I know it brings me peace. I know what it does for me while I'm doing it. But it's like that time just to actually get up and go. So that's the only thing. So God was saying, like, what you think is holding you back is really not holding you back. Okay? And they say what may seem like your Jericho will take less effort than you not expected than you anticipated. He said that word specifically. I was about to say expected, but he said anticipated. And instead of Jericho, I was about to say Goliath. I was about to say what may seem like you're Goliath, but when I was writing, Jericho just came. And I was like, oh, I think I meant to say Goliath. And God was like, no, baby, you meant to say Jericho. He said, it's Jericho. Like, I said what I said. Okay. So he said, what may seem like your Jericho will take less effort than you anticipated. Okay. And God brought me to this story about the walls of Jericho with Joshua. Okay. So with this word, God just wants y'all to read the story of Joshua, specifically about the walls of Jericho. Okay. When they overtook the city. But it's way more other stuff that happened. Y'all can read the whole thing, but God just wants specifically y'all to read that story. And God was saying that what makes it like your Jericho, it would take less effort than you anticipated. So in the story, with Joshua and the priests and all the Israelites and everything and the soldiers. So they getting ready, to take what's theirs, what's rightfully theirs, okay? And the city Jericho, it had like a wall around it that seemed like, it was what's the word? Like you can't penetrate it. You can't get through it, okay? Like it was keeping the Israelites out from their land, from the promised land. So that's a whole word like in itself. But y'all, so God told Joshua for them just to march around the wall. That's it. Just to march around the wall, and he gave him some more instructions to do, okay? That's basically, what they was doing. March around the wall, blow the trumpets, okay? And he told them to do that 7 times. Okay? And you can imagine these people, they like, you just want us just to march around the wall? Like, that's it? That's it. Like, they thinking like, okay, yeah, you gonna want us to tear this wall down. Like, the way we think how we need to do something. Okay. But God wanted me to tell y'all that our ways are not his ways. And the way the world operates is not the way he operates. Okay, so you can imagine how they felt, just like they had to do it for 7 times for like 7 days. Okay, so you can imagine like the doubt that probably came up with some of their minds, like, oh, should we be doing this? Is this going to work? So on that 7th day, when they finally, did that, they went around 7 times that 7th day, and they all shouted, the walls fell. Just like that. Like it was effortless. Like it didn't take more effort than they anticipated. Like they probably thought they were going to do, everything to bring that wall down. Like, but no, God had a different strategy for them to use. Okay. Y'all. So okay, so God had me wrote down the scripture, Proverbs 3:5-6, when it's telling you to lean not on your own understanding, okay? And God just gave me that revelation just for so many aspects of my life, but just to, how you looking, how you doing things, you can't always expect to be doing things like how the world is doing them, okay? You can't be expecting people, you can't expect to do things how the world is doing it, because God is not of that world, and God is not of this world, and you are not of this world, okay? That's what I meant to say. You are not of this world, okay? So when you are operating in God, your ways will not always look like how the world is doing it, or will never look like the way the world is doing it, okay? So God told me that, so he was saying it was only an illusion. Like they looking like they thought they were going to do everything to be able to break this wall down. But it was only an illusion to them. It took less than they anticipated. Okay, so our ways is our ways, and his ways is two different things. Okay, that's why when you go on this journey of answering your calling, you got to renew your mind. You got to get a new perspective, and you got to be looking through your spiritual eye, because our ways is not his ways. Okay, so yeah, I had to write down what God was saying, because God wanted me to tell y'all to keep doing what he told you to do. Okay? Keep doing what he told you to do. You could be growing weary. You could be thinking, like, okay, is this working? Is this going to work? And God is telling you to go on a whole nother path than what, the masses are doing, what they doing out there in the world. Okay? And it was something, I forgot who I seen this from. It was somebody. But they was talking about how, like how the majority of people, it was one of Latoya Kids videos too. I think it's the same video that I was watching. But she was watching San Andreas, like how everybody was running one way, and the boy was just like, okay, maybe we should go this way because everybody's going that way. But then the other boy, like, seen a woman, she was running the other way. She was the only one, she was going that way. And he was like, I think we should go that way. I think we should follow her because she been right about everything. So I think we should follow her. So they end up going that way with the women. Everybody who went the other way, they end up dying. Okay? So that right there should already tell you that you should not be following the ways of this world. The way that the world does things, that's not how God operates, okay? God operates in mysterious ways, in ways that we cannot comprehend. We don't know how he do it, but maybe he do it and he gets it done. Okay, so God wanted me to tell you that to keep doing what He told you to do and hold on to the vision that He gave you and the promises, because it's going to come to pass. Okay, His words will not fail. Okay, so that's all that God wanted me to give y'all for this. Is way more, it's different confirmations you can get from this. I know I got different confirmations from this word that God was giving me, because He definitely got me. He got me in a situation where it's just like, it's looking like an illusion. Okay, it's like if you looking at it, you'll look at me like, okay, what she got going on? Like, she not doing nothing. Like, what is she doing? Like just like how the people probably thought they was looking at her, okay, they just marching around, like they're not coming in fighting, and they ain't running down on me, so they're not doing nothing. So God said this is the season that we are in, and not only that, not only are we